All right, sorry for the lighting, guys. It's pretty early, but I just wanted to record this raw video because I really do feel like my life could completely change in the next couple of weeks or months. And I wanted to kind of just take a second and document what's gone on in the past year, some lessons I've learned. And yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to talk, honestly, because, one of the first things is I really hate where YouTube is at right now as a whole, especially in the online business space. Like, I've been watching business videos since I was like genuinely like 11 or 12 years old. I mean, YouTube really shaped my life. Like, I say this to my friends and family all the time. I would be nowhere without God and YouTube. I mean, YouTube has always been there, and I've loved seeing all the different phases of YouTube. And honestly, this one is like my least favorite. I really do feel that way. And I just want to talk about it. Like, I don't know, frick it. It just seems like everyone is so kind of fake on YouTube, and it kind of happens naturally. I mean, I'm the exact same way. Like, I'm not like being judgmental or anything. I'm mad at like myself, because when you first start doing YouTube, it really is. It's just pure art. Like, when I started doing YouTube in middle school and doing trick shotting videos and Minecraft Let's Plays, I didn't really care about the views or anything. That was secondary. I just loved making videos. And I really truly believe like that's how everyone starts. It's out of this love to share what's going on and to create things for fun. But there's a point where you get, kind of into the game of YouTube, into the game of creating and getting attention, where you start to make a little bit of money and things start to actually work, and you start to get obsessed with how do I get more of this outcome, being the views. Not really how do I do better inputs and have more fun and be more creative and put more passion into things. It's just you start trying to gamify the system, right? You start worrying about your thumbnails. You start worrying about how am I going to get these retention hacks, and you end up getting more attention, but at what cost, Like, I was watching some of Mr. Beast's old videos with him and his friends, and yes, they're worse than his latest videos, but there's something about it, man, where you leave the video feeling better than you did before you watched it. It's him and his buddies. They're goofing around in their backyard with like a bunch of Orbeez. They're making jokes that I don't know, probably shouldn't put online. It's just like they're just having a good time, and you feel like you're just part of the gang, and you're just watching in. And yes, there's obviously some retention hacks there, but there's a lot of just raw, authentic stuff. In a day and age where everything's starting to become robotic and everything is faked and everything is just optimized to just literally plug a socket into your human brain and extract all your attention, it's so refreshing to see just real human crap. And that's the reality of it. Humans are crap. Like, humans aren't fully optimized. Like, we're sinful beings who need God, and thankfully God sent Jesus to for our sins. But like, that's the whole point. The human world is broken, and it's authentic, it's real. And I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to yap, but yeah. I hate where YouTube is at, and I don't want to be a part of the people who continue optimizing to suck every living juice out of the eyeballs you're putting on this video right now. And the sad part is like there's people who understand how reality is, and they don't fight it, and there's people who see the way the world should be, and they constantly try to make reality into their worldview. And there's two types of those people. There's people who are just like ignorant to how reality is, and they just keep like butting heads with how the world is, which is people who make raw videos and expect to always get 1 million views on their raw video. It's like, brother, this is boring. Like, if you're watching this, you're probably a special person, because no one else is watching this. They're watching Mr. Beast. But I don't like to get too far into this camp of like, let's just do things the way things are and make Facebook the most addicting thing, and let's just make content addicting so that people spend their whole life on short form. Because what does that end up like? Like, you get people addicted. It's essentially like drugs. It's like saying, oh, well, if we get people hooked on drugs, like, they'd pay us forever and they'd be having fun while they're on drugs. So let's just make sure the whole world is on drugs. Like, that's where I honestly feel like content is heading. It's like, how do we make them like this thing so much, even though they hate it and it kills them? How do we make them addicted to it? And for the sake of a great video, I don't know, hot take, but that's kind of what I think. And so I want to be one of those people where it's like, yes, I understand how reality is, but I choose to act this way because I do believe in a better future that's better than this current reality. And that's what I want to do. Like, I want to make the best videos possible, meaning value, like problem solving, and also value entertainment. But I don't want to conform to playing the game of, like, let me just suck the juices out of your eyeballs so that you give me attention and then you buy my stuff, right? So that's the first thing that's been going through my heart recently. Also, wow, this video is just like all over the place. Guys, business is tough. It's really tough. And the past year has been the toughest year as far as, like, personal growth for me. I mean, in my entire life. And I'll be honest, anybody who like portrays like everything goes up all the time in their business, they're lying one of two ways. Either they're lying that everything's going up, so life is good, but their business isn't going up, or two, they tell you everything's fine when in reality, like, bro, it's so much pain, like, behind the scenes. Good pain though, good pain. Simply because if you want to scale a business, like, you're scaling really yourself, especially when you're in like an info product type business. No matter what business, like, dude, if you want the business to grow, like, you have to grow. And that only comes through just painful lessons. So a couple examples for the past year, I went from literally doing like 2-3K a month to doing 10K a month in the span of a couple of months. So just that progression was insanely fast. And that was me doing copywriting. It's also when I ended up in the ER a few times because I didn't understand limits. I didn't understand work and stress. And, like, there was so much pain with that missing piece. Like, I didn't get it. I was relying on myself too much and not God. Like, a whole lot of lessons there. And, so there was so much pain in that 0 to 10. But instead of really kind of dealing necessarily with that and learning those lessons to kind of solidify my growth at that point, I immediately just doubled down, started working just as harder and teaching people, starting my own like info business and coaching business and doing YouTube. And that's really, like, I would not change a thing. And I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. I wouldn't change a thing because, like I said, I have to learn the lessons. There's no way around it. I say this all the time to my guys in Copy Elite, but you can't skip steps, right? And so if I want to be someone who's essentially making, it's not even about the money, but if I want to be someone who's putting $100,000 a month of value into the market or $1 million a month of value into the market, I've got to be someone who understands all the lessons that it takes to get there. And that's a long, tough path, just being completely honest. It's worth it. It's fun every second, but don't think that you see these people on Instagram who every month they're making like 10, 20,000 extra a month. Bro, either they're not being completely honest with you with the full story, or they're learning really quickly, which means they're going through a lot of pain really quickly. Anyways, so we started off, doing that 10K a month of copywriting. That was epic. My natural passion for teaching just attracted, you guys watching stuff. People wanted help. We started scaling up to, 30, and then we launched a school, and then it's 50, and then it's 70, and I was not ready. I just simply wasn't ready. I hired some people who were too corporate and not realizing, like, this is an info business around a scrappy personal brand. Like, what the frick am I doing? We flew people in person to, like, live with us. Some who worked with us, some who didn't, which was some of the best times. Like, I'm gonna remember that for forever. But from a business standpoint, it's like, what are we doing? We have 20 people who work for us for this team that should probably have 2 people. It was just like, yeah, just a mess. Just a lot of like learning so many lessons so quick. And like I said, I wouldn't change it, but just know that it's definitely an acquired taste. Like if you want to do big stuff and learn fast, you learn through failure. You learn through pain. And so if you're asking God to help you learn fast, like, man, prepare to learn fast, meaning like it's going to be a lot of failures and a lot of humility you got to figure out and take on. So that happened. We got up to 70K a month. We that's when things really hit the fan from like a leadership perspective, is I brought on these people to kind of like take care of things I didn't know what to do with instead of just learning it myself. We kind of burned through the money we'd saved up in all of this like come up. I had 100K in my bank account. That's like never happened to anyone in my family that I know of. So I was like, that was crazy, bro. I was a small redneck kid that just 1 year like run up 100K in the bank, like saved. It's crazy. And I mean, it should have been triple that, but I just didn't know what I was doing. So in my ignorance, I was trying the best I could to not let the greed and the money be the source of why we're doing things. And ultimately it wasn't completely like I'm proud of my guys and my team and just thankful that the Lord used this product to like get Bibles in people's hands, start Bible studies, people hear about Jesus. Like it's not all been about money, but I look back at that phase and I'm like, you know what? There was a lot of focus on numbers. And it wasn't necessarily the money, but it was like the competitive nature in me and the people around me was so like, we have to win, which you don't even win business, really. It's just, it's an infinite game, meaning you either play it or you just stop playing. Like there's no real winners. Anyways, but you know what I'm saying? Like we wanted to beat everyone and have the biggest numbers and post on social media. It was a status game. And it ended like any status game should, in just like failure. And so having going through that, and then the past like 4 to 5 months, like just this massive recovery, and just really feel like God is pruning. And our pastor preached a really good sermon a couple months ago. And he talked about abiding in Jesus. And Jesus is the I get them confused. Like Jesus is the vine and we are the branch. And so if you abide in Jesus, you'll bear fruit. And the ones who don't bear fruit, God will get rid of them. And the people who do, he'll prune so that they bear more fruit. And it just really felt like we bared some fruit, and then we just needed a lot of pruning. And then that's what God has been doing. And I remember sitting down one Sunday morning, kind of like this, and just being like, God, I'm sorry, but I see like what you're doing, at least in this one small little area. I don't know anything what God's doing really, but like I feel kind of what we've been going through and what it's for. So please, like, continue pruning. And he did. I mean, he cut away everything I can think of, like just from the business, from a personal standpoint, like really trying for me to grow in my humility in my marriage and our leadership of the business and me leading the people that are still here. Just a lot of pruning. And I'm so thankful, because where I'm at right now, like I am so excited, not about doing like numbers, or I mean that stuff is cool, right? It really is fun. Like making money is fun, and it is cool, and it is an awesome thing. Don't hear me wrong, but it can't be the main thing. Like the main thing is the mission, the vision. And I really feel like I've gained so much clarity around what we're trying to do, like rethinking business education, creating real, insanely valuable courses that are principles and insane tactics built on top, where people get results, and ultimately people like us succeed and are actually taught something right for once. Like that's the goal, for business college to go bankrupt, because everyone learns how to start a business by starting a business, right? That's the vision. And I've never felt so confident in the guys that I have around me who share that vision. And they want money as well. But it's like, this is the main thing, right? Is we're here to change the world. And through that, we'll make some money. But as long as we have enough to change the world, that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm so confident in that. I'm confident in the direction we're going. The only thing that I'll be honest, I'm not confident in at all is the direction of our content. Like we have this vision for what we want our content to look like in the next couple of months, the rest of the year. But would I say it with 100% clarity and certainty like I have around, say, product and team right now? Not really. Like, I'm still praying. I'm still asking God, what kind of content do I want to make? Because I want it to be authentic, but usually authentic is synonymous with low effort, right? Like, it doesn't take me any effort to turn this sucker on and just spill my heart out to you guys. But this is not going to gain like a lot of new people who are looking to make money online, right? This is for you guys. So I don't know. It's a weird balance, and I think that very few people do it well. Coming back to content, like I said, you start with just pure passion and art, but you don't know like skillfully how to really get attention and hold on to it well. It's just like this raw, unrefined thing. But then you get so worried about like the algorithm and the tactics and the thumbnails that you lose the heart. And people just literally are copying and pasting videos. Like, this is the hugest problem that I have with the copy, or not with copywriting, but with online business in general. It's like, if you watch the art side of YouTube, there's this really cool YouTuber called Dupley or something. He does like rap culture. It's really sick. It's just art. You see that no one's copying each other. It's all like, they're just all artists making cool videos. Then you come to business and literally everyone does the same thing. It's like, someone does this video, oh, here comes 50 more of these videos. And it's just so sad because I know that God has created us to be visionaries, to be creators, and yet we all copy each other just to get another dollar. I don't want to do that, but I also want to add in the skill part to the authenticity. And very few people do that well. Like Ryan Trahan is a great example. Bro is the master at YouTube type content, but he's brought back authenticity to it. You feel like you're just watching this man's life, but he's so skillful that his skill has now become authentic. And that's what I want to do. Is I'm really asking my team, guys, how do we be authentic again, right? Like, how do we show people real, behind the scenes, like real KJ, but also in a way that is extremely useful and it's not low effort. And so I don't know what that looks like. And maybe you guys could help me out. Maybe you could tell me what you want. The issue is a lot of you guys don't even know what you want, right? Like, this is why running surveys doesn't work, is because people say things, but they don't actually do what they say. So, but if you want to try, give me some feedback on what you guys really want to see. But also, if you're 18 minutes in this video, then like, you're not the masses. you're an S tier person. But I don't know, guys. I just want to make this video because it's been a really rough year, like a past year. It's been amazing. I wouldn't change it for the world, but it's not been like everything is great. And some more lessons that we've learned is, so we do we hit this 70K a month. We got the massive team. God shows me how silly this is and how we're literally going to go bankrupt in 2 months unless we do something different. He prunes the entire business from like everything. He prunes it from the back to front. Now we have like a very lean team of only people who I really feel like are supposed to be here right now. And then expenses are cut in half. Like, product has changed, all this thing. We've got everything ready to go. Everything's pruned. And then we decided to launch a free course, a massive free course. In fact, the biggest course in my paid thing, I decided to launch it for free. And the whole theory was, number one, I wanted to recenter around why are we doing this? And it's to tell people about God, right? That is like the ultimate mission. That means more than anything else I could possibly do. So I thought, what's the best thing I can do to do that? Well, I'll take my 8-hour course that's like worth a couple grand, if not more, the best thing I've ever created, and just give it away and just explain to people why I'm doing that. So we did that, and it's at like 35,000 views. So honestly, huge success. But on the back side of things, like we thought it would, get people into the coaching program and find the right people for Copy Elite. But I learned very quickly, like, 2 important lessons. And the first one is that people need to pay something for some stuff. When you just give people free things, the people who are serious don't really value the free stuff because they're like, well, how could it be? It's like, how could it be that good if it's free? And then the people who love free stuff but aren't serious about business watch it and then just want more free stuff. And so it's like the people that you want to attract, it doesn't do a fantastic job of that. And the people you don't want just come begging for more free stuff. And it all comes back to, like, people really do enjoy buying things. I know because I made the biggest purchase I've made in a very long time yesterday, kind of on a whim, but I really think it was a good decision in the long run. And it feels, it's like a roller coaster, right? Buying something with a lot of money, like more money than you have. It's like you're like, oh man, you're riding kind of like the sales pitch. You're like, this is crazy. Like, what should I do this? And then you're like, I should do it. And you click buy, and then you're kind of like, oh man, what did I just do? And then like a couple of days later, you're like, no, this is sick. Like, I can't wait to dive into these resources and scale my business. And that's kind of how it's a buying roller coaster versus a free thing. It's like, oh, it's free. Click on it. I'm kind of bored. Watch Mr. Beast. Like, that's kind of, so I learned that with the free stuff. But also on the flip side, I had so many false beliefs. It's funny because so many of these business kind of mindset wizard guys, they talk about false beliefs and believing the wrong things. Yet they have a lot of false beliefs themselves. And it comes from optimizing money instead of real life change. And so a lot of guys I was listening to were just yelling in my ear, like, charge more, have high ticket. If you're not selling high ticket, you're missing out on money. You're not getting the right people. You can't help people. And it's just straight up a lie in some scenarios. Because I help beginners. And it just clicked for me one day. If you're a beginner in making money online, what does that imply? You don't have money. Like, that's just kind of how it works. And obviously there are people who have money to invest in something, but it just doesn't make sense logically. Like, if I'm wanting to get into making money and I'm a beginner, I should make a beginner investment to get out of the beginner stage. And so I was selling Copy Elite, and what would happen is some people would get inside of Copy Elite and just print. I'm talking like 0 to 10K a month in 6 months, make 30K PIFs, 30K months for multiple people. Some people did 100K in the first year after joining, like, insane. Then other people would literally quit after 4 days. And I'm like, what's happening here? And I was blaming kind of the program. And I'll always take responsibility for the program. That's just who I am as a product creator. Like, I'm always like, the product sucks, it can be better. And I will never apologize for that because that's what keeps me doing this. But I did notice that it's because I have a program that I'm selling to beginners, but it's a complex program for intermediates. So it's like, if you want to go from 0 to 10K a month, dude, that's like saying you've never ran and you're just going to run a marathon tomorrow. Like, you need to get into the beginner, you need to get out of the beginner phase. You need to get out of that 1K per month, because honestly, that's going to take, going from 0 to 1K a month will take you longer than 1 to 10, probably like way longer. Because you need so many things to make that first dollar online. But once you get it, once it clicks, it's just like, oh, I just need to do this more. I need to do it again. And that's how you hit 10K. And so I thought, you know what? There's a whole flaw in the entire business model here. And so I asked my team, and they were like, dude, this makes complete sense. Like, it's not that copywriting is dead. We don't need it's not that Copy Elite doesn't work. It's just that we've got a mismatch versus what the market needs and what we offer right now. And so we spent the last 2 months absolutely blitzing, grinding a brand new product called Copy School. And at the time of recording this, it launches on Wednesday. And I am the most excited I've ever been about online business. Like, I am so thrilled just because I know how many people it's going to freaking help, man. So unlike the free course, there's actually skin in the game. It's going to come out at being $100. It'll probably be like $200 after the first sale is done. But it's going to come out at $100. And what's going to happen is that's affordable. It truly is affordable for any beginner. It's so affordable. But it's also they have to make a commitment. It's not like you just click on a free video and anything else can stray you. It's like when that $100 is honestly like you committing attention. And so like whenever you it's like putting a bet. It's like a poker bet. So whenever you're playing poker when there's no money, it's so boring. It's awful because people will just go all in because there's really nothing. Every hand is zero. And so whether you go all in or do 10 chips, like it's just boring because that's not how you play poker. The only way the game is played is with stakes. And the same is true that I find with people buying a product where they have to do work and get action. Is the more chips you have in, the more tied you are to that investment. The problem is we were just originally charging so many chips that people didn't even have. Versus now, we're just charging a little bit. And so it's like you can put in that $100 and now your attention is invested like with us. And I just know it's going to be so crazy. And so the whole thing is designed not from 0 to 10K per month, but Copy School is literally just 0 to 1K per month. I mean, you could replicate it and go up to 3, 4, but it's just meant to be like the quickest, easiest, straightforward, tactical, just blitz to that 1K with everything we could possibly do. AI scripts, AI lead sourcing helpers. We picked the niche for you already. Like it's just, we've made it as brain dead as possible for you to just get from that first dollar online. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because hopefully what I really feel like is going to happen is all these beginners who are serious about making some money online, they put their money where their mouth is. They invest $100. They get a product worth $30,000. They didn't have a complete roadmap. And what's going to happen is a lot of people are just going to quit. That's just honestly the game. Like this is not for everybody. But now instead of having to pay $4K to figure out if this is for you or not, they pay $100. And so by paying $100, they get everything they need to make multiple thousands every month. And the people who aren't meant for this, guess what? They don't pay next month and they go do something else. No harm, no foul. But the people who are going to have everything they need, and then they can ascend into copy lead, they can ascend into person one-on-one, like whatever it is. I'm just so freaking excited for this. It felt like we were missing the ladder towards where we want everyone to go, and now it's here, and it's amazing, and I'm so excited for it. But I couldn't have done it had I not done the high ticket thing first, really. Like by making a course that got people to 10K per month, it allowed me to have so much clarity and discernment around exactly what someone needs to get to 1. So if I can help someone make 10, I can dumb everything down. It's super tactical and help them get 1. And so by helping people personally, like one-to-one for, a year straight, like it gave me everything I needed to make what I consider to be the best low-ticket product I've ever seen. And so I'm so thrilled to put it out. Anyways, but regardless of how it does, like I wanted to make this video because I've just learned so much in the past year. And I wanted to kind of update you guys, give an honest just breakdown. For those of you who really like frick with the mission and what we're doing here, I appreciate you big time. If you're 30 minutes into this video, man, I love you. Thank you for watching these videos. And let me know what else you guys want to see. Like I want to do more of just being freaking real because I came in this game being real. That's what I was doing, bro. I was showing every income statement, every month, every metric, and I want to bring that back. We'll do it in a cooler way this time, hopefully. But I'm definitely gonna get back to just being real and being honest because this is the most fun I have, and this is honestly what I feel like you guys really get the most value out of. So yeah, and I wish Steve Jobs had done this. Really, like I would love not that I'm ever Steve Jobs. I want to be bigger than Steve Jobs, and I hope I will be someday as far as impact. But nowhere ever close to that right now. I'm just saying that I wish that a visionary would have documented every little thing. And I know Mr. Beast has, which will be interesting to watch when it comes out. But anyways, I just wish that more visionaries had their come up back when they sucked. Currently, I suck. So if I ever become not sucky one day, this will be a really cool video. So anyways, love you guys. I'm going to go to church.